Okay, good morning. It's been a while since I have done this, so let me make sure we are coming through on YouTube. Oh, no, wait. Let me make sure. Okay. Well, that didn't change. Okay, something is not right here. Mm-hmm. Okay, can you guys see me? Loud and clear. Okay, you guys can see me because I can't see me when I look at my channel. So I don't know what is rotten in Denmark here.
Okay,
there I am.
See me? Loud and clear. Okay, you guys can see me?
All right.
I can't see me when I look at my channel.
Oh, man.
I don't know what is rotten in Denmark here.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh my goodness.
All right.
I haven't done a live stream for so long that, boy, am I rusty. Oh, geez Louise. Now, till I
Okay, we're good.
Pull up my chat here.
We're good. Oh my goodness. All right. I haven't done a live stream for so long that, boy, am I rusty.
But what we're going to do today, I thought you guys just need to keep me company, so I stay focused on Fred.
Pull up my chat here.
Let's see. I need to see my... Okay. Oh my goodness.
What we're going to do today, I thought you guys just need to keep me company, so I stay focused on Fred.
Okay. Let me... Oh my goodness, Karen. What a mess. And I'm echoing to myself, so something. Oh my
goodness, Karen, what a mess.
Are you getting feedback? Because I am sort of hearing that.
So
I don't want to turn it off. Oh my God, Karen. Oh my God. Oh, here. No, wait. Here. Monitor off. And monitor off.
Are you getting feedback? Because I am sort of hearing that. So I don't want to turn it off. Oh my
I don't want to mute the output. Ooh, that was bad. Oh. There, that might have done it because I think I had the audio on my phone as well as the, so. Ooh, that was bad. Oh. Yeah, I think you're right. Let's get rid of this. Okay, now, Tori, is that better? I think I had too many things going at the same time. Oh, I told you, I'm rusty. Okay, here we go. There we are. This is where I am on Fred. Look, ladies, I only have, let me, oh, that's too far. Here we go. Let me, oh my God, Karen. I only have 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 more colors to go. This is all that's left. Can you believe that? It's all just the, blues in his belly. And then it's finished. So look. Oh, I'm upside down. Hold the phone here. There we go. Now that's backwards. There. This is all we have to do anymore. Can you believe it? Where's my chat? Why can I not pull my chat out? Detach it. Okay. Put it out here. Okay. Oh man, oh day. I thought I had this all right. I got to get my chat so I can read it. It's too small on my screen. Oh, ladies. Okay, what's my password? Oh my God. Passwords. Okay, I told you this was going to be, I'm rusty. Password for Google. Google. Who's going to stitch on Fred if you can't even get your get your act together. Oh, good Lord. All right. I'm going to have to pull the chat up on my tablet. Here we go.
Want a calcium supplement that's tasty and healthy and better than gummy vitamins? Viactive.
See, now can you hear what I'm doing? Oh my God. You're right, Linda. It would not be correct if I did not have an issue. Because what the hell? I always have to have an issue. Always, always, always. There are issues when I do anything. But anyway, I thought this is an impromptu. Look at this. I've been on for almost 20 minutes and haven't done a darn thing but fuss with technology. Why? Tell me why is this always the case? But I thought what I would do is come on for who knows how long. I don't know. Because I need help to stay focused on stitching Fred. Because there is a goal here. And the goal is to get this finished for time to get this finished in time to finish it when I'm at my retreat. Because I want to ring the bell. Because you know, you all get to, whoever finishes something gets to ring the bell. Do you need me to go closer for my stitching? Do you want to see it up closer? There, that's pretty good. If you want to see it closer, you have to let me know. But I don't have anything specific that I want to talk about. I just thought I'd hang out and whatever comes up, comes up. And if nothing comes up, we'll just hang out. And I will stitch because, yes, we'll chat, but my goal here is my scientific glasses. Work on Fred. Well, Elizabeth, you just stitch right along with me. That would be wonderful. Keep me company. So sorry if you're just going to see the top of my head. I'm so sorry. And hopefully you won't just see the top of my head, but sometimes one never knows. Like I said, I don't have anything special to talk about. I had just done that video the other day where I stitched on Fred and where I told you about my discovery in Markup. Tori, you might be interested in this. I accidentally came upon a feature in Markup that I didn't realize you could do. Now, I always knew that you could go through your chart and see what color is on each page, on a particular page. So that if you want to stitch by page, you do the page view as opposed to the full chart view. But when you're in page view, you can easier find your stitches. So what I do is I go to the full page view and find out that, oh, okay, you need 275 stitches of X color. Then I go back into my full chart view, but switch that to page view, and then I can go through page by page to find that color on just that page, which makes it a whole lot easier to find where you're missing colors than if you, like I said, I am an advocate of Pattern Keeper also. I use them both. But Pattern Keeper, you have to go through your whole chart to figure out where that stitch is or where those 10 stitches are. And it's like looking for a needle in a haystack. Where this, you just flip through your pages, and if you look at the top where it shows you the color number and the symbol, it will tell you, oh, you got 12 stitches on that page. Oh, this page doesn't have any. Oh, this page has 3. So you can go through it that way, which makes your life a whole lot easier, and you can find them a whole lot quicker and get them stitched. So yes, that is another reason that I am leaning more towards Markup than Pattern Keeper. And as I said, I love them both. Each one has its own features that are wonderful. Now, if they could just stick both of them together, if those two people could collaborate and make one awesome program out of both of these, it would be the cat's meow. Yeah, and then, like I said, it's not for everybody. It depends on whatever chart I'm stitching determines what program I will use, what software I will use to mark off the chart. And you know, sometimes it's rare, but sometimes, depending on how I'm stitching, paper. I will use paper on a rare occasion. Like, for example, I was at a retreat and I worked on pandemic, and I had it in a hoop on my stand, and it was just more convenient due to lack of space to just have it printed out and put that piece of paper, attach it to your hoop with a magnet. It was just as easy. In fact, it was easier than flipping back and forth. Okay, look over here, then look over here, then look over here, then look over here. You feel like a bobblehead. Heather, you're using Markup more often. Yeah, I am too. Like I said, I do like both. But my tendency is my first choice is more often becoming Markup as opposed to Pattern Keeper. Now, I am one of the fortunate ones that got both of these programs when they first came out. So I am one of the fortunate ones that was grandfathered and does not have to pay that annual charge. Like, I got Pattern Keeper when it came out, and you bought it for just a flat rate. And Markup, I think, was the same way. you bought it for just whatever price it was, and I don't remember, but and when they changed things to have it be a subscription fee, those of us that got it back in the beginning, they were kind enough to say, oh, you don't have to pay that subscription fee. Tori, you just think it doesn't affect you as much because the patterns I have. And that's true. That's true. And like I said, depending on what pattern you're stitching, one may be better than the other. And yes, Elizabeth, I was not ignoring you. I am sewing my stitches, and it's going so fast. I'm getting so much more done, so much more quickly. And I figure if it's big blocks of color, which most of this is what's left, it's like, ooh, look how fast you can do a block of color. Like the other day, let me look here. The other day, oh my God, I can't see. I have not done less than 200 stitches since the 3rd of this month. It's, in fact, the other day, I had 500 stitches since I started. Now, the only reason the one day I only had 200 is because I didn't have I had other things and I didn't have as much stitching time. But yeah, if I can hit the 500 stitch mark almost every day, that would be wonderful. That would for sure, I would get it done. Okay. I would be able to finish it for my retreat the end of the month. But I'm running out of thread here. Okay, Markup absolutely makes you crazy that the controls are in the middle of the screen. Oh, you mean the marker and the search thing and I mean, they're at the top. Well, yeah, I guess I never even really thought about that. It just never really bothered me. However, see, the thing is, I guess for people, it would depend on whether you're using it on your phone or whether you're using it on an iPad, and which iPad, because some are bigger. Obviously, an iPad Pro is larger than a standard iPad, so yeah. Oops. So yeah, I can see where that would affect having those controls in the middle. You know what, Elizabeth? I did try it because I was going to do Monogamous May and just work on Fred, except I have a friend next weekend is her 70th birthday party. And I have something that I really want to make for her. And it's started, but I am going to finish that so that I can give that to her next weekend. So I'm going to be monogamous except for that. But doing this sewing thing, it should go pretty well. I'll show you here in a second what it is. This, I had said, on one video that I was going to hodgepodge to a retreat or a stitching day. Well, I did. And Stitches by Ethel. Yeah. Stitches by Ethel was there. And we got this as a kit and a free chart. That was part of our, whatever you want to call it, that they give away when you attend a retreat. So I wanted to make this flower basket because friends are the flowers of life. And I have it started. Here it is. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put those little stars around it, and I'm not going to do the border. But what I am going to do is do some pulled thread border around it, and then put an area of hem stitching around it. And for the inside, when hem stitching, you pull, and then, so of course you got two sides that you gotta stitch to prevent it from fraying. So on this inside one, I'm gonna attach a piece of fabric on the back that will get hem stitched to that side, and then stuff it with a little bit of potpourri, I think, or something smelly, and put it in there. So it will be like a little smelly thing. But that's the plan. That's the plan. So I don't have a lot to do. I only have, the centers of the flower, one more flower, the centers of the flower, the basket, and then to do the stuff around the outside. So it won't take me long. And then the rest of my time is on Fred. Heather, you haven't attempted the sewing method yet. You have to find a tutorial. Just watch me today. I'll zoom in closer for you. Yes, and that's right, Brendan. In full pattern mode, the controls are at the bottom. So yeah, it depends on what you're viewing it on, and which mode you're working in. Are you doing the full page, or are you doing the whole pattern? Yeah. What device makes a difference? Lots of factors factor in. Oh, there you go. Heather, Tori found Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch on YouTube. She has a tutorial for stitching in hand. And there's quite a few of them out there. It's just finding the one that, all the way over here. the one that works or makes the most sense to you. You know, there's lots of tutorials. Do they always are you always able to wrap your head around this person? You know, it's like with anything else. You watch a tutorial and you go, oh, that doesn't quite make sense to me. And then you watch somebody else. Well, maybe that doesn't make sense. But then you watch somebody else and all of a sudden it clicks. And maybe that's because that person taught it different. Or maybe it's just because you've watched so many that finally it's making a little bit more sense. Like you're able to take information and put the bits from this person and this person and this person together, and it starts to make a little bit more sense. That's usually the case, or oftentimes the case. And everybody gives their instruction on how to do things a little bit differently. And I am a visual person. I have to see it. I can, depending on what it is, sort of picture it in my head, but not always. So I need to actually see somebody do it. And then maybe it makes sense and maybe it don't. And maybe I say, ooh, that's pretty good. And then maybe I say, nope, not for me. Now, one thing I did find, and it made a difference for me. It might not make a difference for everybody. But if you notice, I am not necessarily going from left to right or right to left across the row. Except when I don't have a choice, like right here. What I am doing, however, is the way that I make the X. And let me get away from this right here so that I can get up to the spot where I can show you better. The way that I make the X, I found made a huge difference for me when stitching or when doing the sewing method. Okay, most times, most people want to okay, if I have this block of color to do, most people want to work across that row. I got a lot of thread on the back here. I'm trying to get up to where I can show you better, because I do meander around here. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. One more stitch and then I can show you. And I wish I could get rid of this silly cough from when I was sick the other week. Okay. Now let me zoom in for you. Oh my goodness. Okay, this has to be a first, ladies. This is the most I've stitched on a stream in a long time. Let me zoom you in. Let's go here. Okay. Now, most people would want to go across here. Okay, so they do like the first half. They'd either do the full X or the first half and work across this row. However, that then means that your needle is going, see, and that's an awkward position. It's going this way every time, no matter which direction, whether you're going left to right or right to left. Now, I started stitching my X's this way. Okay, so I'm going to finish this one. And then my next stitch I'm going to do down here. And I'm going to work up. Well, let's see. Celia, hello? Heather, you're not late to the party. I don't know how long this party is going to last. It may be a half hour. It may be, I don't know, a long time. You're never late. You can drop in, drop out, whatever. I just thought I'd like company to stitch on Fred. So now I'm going to go down to this bottom stitch, and instead of going this way, I'm going to do this, because this is more of a flow to sew. Oh, that rhymes. So I'm going to do the first half of the X. Let's see if I can, there we go. And then I'm going to go here to here. And then I'm going to go here to here. And here to here. See how much quicker this is than trying to go the other way? Okay, for me, it's quicker than trying to go the other way. So then when I get to the top, then I'll come down here. All right, and then I'll catch these. Like so. Oh, I don't want that one. That's one I have to skip. I'll jump over here because it's closer and catch this one. And I have to skip. This one I can do. Okay, here's another little trick. See, I got this crazy, whoops. See, I got this little knot here. To get rid of your little knots, let's see if it'll work. Take a hold of the top part of the knot, okay, the loop. Make your threads, see it's coming out already, that there, you just pull on that little loop and it flips the knot, and then you can pull it right out. Now, that is if you don't pull it tight to begin with. Okay, so now we're going to go here. So you get lots of little tidbits on these stitch. Oh, well, Martina, I'm glad you joined us. Well, Heather, that's why I do this, so that you can see how I do it. And if it works for you, fine and wonderful. If not, well, at least you have one more idea. That's exactly how I do it. Elizabeth, that's exactly how you do it. Oh, goody. Yeah, it just gives you a better, I think, it just makes the stitches flow a little bit better. Because, you know, folks, do you remember the thing? What is the thing? The motto is there are no rules. So you do what works. And I just move around the area that needs to be filled in until I have all the stitches filled in. But I go up and down instead of across. Now you can see, like right here, I may sometimes go across. And if you want to do that, you do the top, then you go down here and do the bottom, over to the next. And let me think, is that there's a name for it, Victorian cross stitch? I believe that's the name for it. And then I'll come back here because these are the only two left. That one is a different color. And I'll grab these two. It's all in finding the way to manipulate your fabric that works for you. Tori, it is easy. It's way easier. And it's way faster. Drink. Okay, gotta mark the chart. Oh, Barbie, thank you. I just had it cut yesterday. Yeah, it was time. When it gets too, yeah, the older I get, the shorter my hair gets. Okay, that finished all the X's on that page. So let's see where we go next. There's none on this page. There's none on this page. There's none on this page. I finished a color. I finished a color. Yes. Color 161 is now finished. So that's one more to check off the list. So I have to wait to take it off of here until I can put it away because I don't want to like toss that much thread. Hello, Robin. So now I'm going to look which color I'm going to do next. And maybe I'll bring that under here so I can show you what I do. Maybe now I better there. Now you look a little bit closer. A little bit closer. Look, I have my, so I can read the chat. Okay, now I'm going to go back to a full chart view, which is down here. So I already did that. I went, that's when it says view single page, that means you're viewing the full chart. So now I can look up here and see, okay, 161, there's a 0 there, so there's no stitches left. So we have finished that color. So now I'm going to tap on that, and now my whole list of colors comes up, and look, all of these are finished. Oh, how cool is that? These are all finished. And I have these sorted so that they are in the order of lesser to more, because I want to do the colors with the most stitches last, because they're going to cover up all my thread carries. So now I have, oops. Do that again. Okay. Now I want to do 3839 is my next color to do. And there's 193 stitches of that. So my last color to do will be 159, and that has 2,398. But look, those are just all the ones that are left to do. Seriously, there's not that many. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15 left out of 98. So that is wonderful. So all I have to do now is tap on that. It takes me back to my big chart, tap on single page. I start now at page 20, and I'm going to tap to page 19. There's none. Oh, this is glaring, terrible. There we go. 19, there's none. 18, there's one stitch. So right there it is, right down here near the bottom. My guess is 17, there's going to be 4 stitches, and they're going to be over here where the other one was. So let's go back to 18. So that's, I just find that to be such a time saver when it comes to okay, those are down there. A great time saver when it comes to finding your stitches that you need to finish yet, rather than trying to look through. Oh my goodness, how did I do that? I got to end this thread, but look what I did. Don't look at my messy back. Okay, you can look at it. But I just find that to be the biggest time saver, where in Pattern Keeper, I would spend a lot of time searching. Like you'd get down, maybe there's a whole bunch of them together of those 193, but then you'd get down to like those 4 stitches, and you'd have to hunt and hunt and hunt to try and find where they are. Okay. So hello, Sarah. Boy, there's quite a few of you on here. 31 people. Holy smokes. Who'd have thought, for just a spur of the moment, I think I'm going to jump on here. Thank you all for stopping by. Line 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe this. And right here is the reason gritting is your friend. And I'm usually not a person who stitches this particular way. I don't usually stitch by color. I mean, my go-to is normally to, well, I don't have a go-to. You know that. Who am I trying to get? My go-to is whatever the mood of the day is. But I usually don't jump around to this extreme. That's right. I'm not unless it's in a small area, I don't routinely do a color completion. I will for small areas, but I won't for an area that's like this big, which is the whole toe of the boot. That's not my usual way of doing things. Oh, this page has a lot. And you know, you look at it and think, how can that be 183 stitches? It really doesn't look like that much. But yet, it is. Okay, so now I need to end it here. Don't get caught in there. Oh, now here's the other thing. I do prefer, if I'm going to do this sewing method, I do prefer to do it with a hoop. I don't know. I feel like my stitches look better if I do it with a hoop as opposed to just holding it in my hand. And again, that's something that people have to experiment with when you're trying things out. So I want to go up here. Sorry, I see a loose one. There we go. They bother me when they're loose. And some of that comes from coming up in holes that have too many threads in them. It pulls the existing thread up. There we go. Which is why I don't always promote stitching this way. But hey, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do to get it done. And, you know, if I would not have had already mistakes in this, because there are mistakes, lots. And if I wouldn't have already been not so happy with my stitching, and a lot of you know that I talked about that before, I would not be doing this if things were if this stitching would be in line with my standard, but it's not. So at this point, my goal is just get it done. Because it's been too long and I'm really kind of getting tired of it. Well, hello, Julia. You haven't caught a live in well, you haven't caught a live because I haven't done a live in a long, long time. In fact, well, I did the interview with Ronnie Rowe a couple of weeks ago. But other than that, I can't even remember the last time I did a live. It's been quite some time. To the point that I kind of forgot how to do it. You know, it's one of those things, if you don't do it, you forget. But I thought, okay, I want company to finish Fred. Or it's nice to have company to finish Fred. It will help me stay more focused on finishing Fred. Because that's my trouble. Because I get sidetracked. It's too easy. It's way too easy to get sidetracked. Entirely too easy. Oh, Tori, yeah, I'll do 24 hours of cross stitch with you. That would be fun. That is depending on when it is. Like I said, if it's the last weekend in May, that's when I will be at a retreat. But if it's after that, I don't know that there's anything special happening. You know, because I am Mrs. No Life. This is my life right here. So yes, shoot me an email when you know the dates. That would be wonderful. Oh, now I gotta jump all the way down there. Okay, now this is the only thing about wanting to use a hoop when you stitch this way. You are forever moving the hoop. So if I just held the fabric don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can make my stitches look, well, they aren't that great to begin with, doing it this way, but okay. Let's try this. Let's see what we can do, because we want to be down here. So, I want to be here. Yes, I am coming to Flower Power, Sarah. Yes, yes, yes. Are you going to be there too? Oh, goody, goody. You will have to find me. I will be there with Barb Meyer, which is my stitching buddy. She's my chauffeur. Yeah, she's whenever there's retreats, Barb and I normally go together, and she's the driver of the hour. Mainly not that I don't drive, I just don't like to drive in high traffic areas. That's just not me. So Barb drives, and two other gals from the NeedleBug family group will be there. Stacy, I forget how to pronounce Stacy's last name. Renali, something to that effect. And Donna Kazan. I can't pronounce her last name. It's a ski name. From Rhode Island. So both those gals will be with us. So yes, you must come find us, because it won't be any fun. No fun at all. But we're getting there Thursday. Probably in the afternoon sometime. And then we're checking out on Sunday. So, yes, it will be a blast. So do find me. I'm bringing Fred, of course, because I want to get Fred done to the point that I can do maybe like the last 100 stitches there, so that I can ring the bell. Were you there last year, Sarah? Because my friend Barb, if you were there last year, my friend Barb is the one that finished Heaven and Earth Designs Bath Time. And she got to ring the bell. Well, actually, somebody rang the bell for her, but still, there was a bell involved. Yeah, see, this is, my stitches just don't look as nice when I do it without the hoop. They get more bumpy. Bumpity bump bump. Get rid of that. Put the hoop back on, Karen. Just put the hoop back on. Yeah, and don't do what I do. Don't cut your thread in the... Now, the other thing I found is if I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it in a hoop, which is perfectly fine, I like it to be where I'm stitching closer to the left-hand side because I use my fingers a lot to lift and move the fabric so that I can work the needle better. So it's all in finding what works for you. And you know what? It took me the longest time to do that. And I was always kind of afraid to try it on a heaven and earth design. But I know there are people that do. I don't know that I could do parking this way. I think that would make me a little wackadoodles. Okay. A little more wackadoodles than already is the case. I have to mark these off as I go because when I get in an area where it's a lot of stitches, I get lost. And I did that one already. And I did those, and I did that one up there. Well, thank you, Julie. Where did you get your magnifying glasses? Julie. These are Craft Optics magnifying glasses. You just missed a sale. They just had them for $100 off. It was the month of April, and we're now in May. They are rather pricey, but, okay, you always know there's an infamous but. The glasses have your regular eyeglass prescription in them. Okay? They're mine are bifocals. So the bifocal part is my regular bifocal. The top part is you pick what distance you want to be able to see well at. Like, do you want to look up from the bifocal through the top and be able to see a TV clearly? Or do you want to look up through the top and be able to see your work area clearly? Okay, so you get to make that choice. These are like jeweler's loupes. They are ×2 magnification. Now, that is different than a 2.0 in readers that you buy at the drugstore. This actually magnifies your bifocal prescription 2 times, which is wonderful. I can see, mind you, I can see 56 count with these again. Is that not craziness? So they are great. They are expensive. To get the whole package, which is the glasses, the magnifier, and LED light, and the battery pack, is $800-ish. So they're not cheap. However, it is the best money I have spent. I wear these every day. I use them every day. I can see to stitch the things that I like to stitch. Now, I will put it on my, I think I have it on my on YouTube on my channel. I'm going to look here quick. On my page on my channel. Where am I? Oh, it's not there. Okay, I am going to add it. I would have swore I put it there. Anyway, I will add it. When I go off of here today, I will put a link for you. And if you use that link and you order glasses, you will get a discount. Use the link, or if you call, you mention my name and you will get a discount. So yeah, I will, I can also put the link in the Facebook group. How about that? How about that? I can put it in there. I have to find my link again. But if you use that link or mention my name, preferably use that link, you get a discount. Because I am one of their, what do they call you? Associates? I'm not sure. But I don't go around, oh, buy these. If someone asks me, I will definitely give the information. Yeah, but you check them out. See if you like them. Everyone, well, no, I can't say everyone, because some people have gotten them, and I do know of several. No, not several. One person that had to sent them back because of her medical issues. They were too heavy on her nose, and she did not like that. They gave her headaches, and she couldn't use them. Other than that, everyone has loved them. So, they are wonderful. They are a wonderful company. They are very, very helpful. Yeah, check them out. Lynn is the representative that you get when you call. She is fabulous. She walks you through the whole thing. She will answer any of your questions. If you look back through my videos, I do have a video on a review of them. So, you might want to check that out. But yeah, they're great. They're Craft Optics. I love them. Love them. Gemma, hello. Nice to see you here. Thanks for dropping in. Yes, Fred is now completed 2. Let me get the percentage for you. I am at 84%. When I started this quest to have it finished, I was at 81 or just about 82%. So just in a few days, I've gotten 2% done. I still have 12,000 stitches to do yet. But hey, hopefully we are going to meet the goal. I'm not a big goal setter. That's because I like to stitch what I want to stitch when I want to stitch it. I don't like to have to be committed to stitching a certain thing on a certain day, and okay, stitching X amount. I was gonna try the, okay, so many stitches a day on this and so many stitches a day on that and a half hour a day on that. No, that didn't, that lasted, okay, take a guess. How long did that last? Can you guess? Those of you that know me go, yep, it lasted about maybe a day and a half at best. Yes, Gemma, you are absolutely right. In fact, I was watching one of your videos and you were talking about that, and I'm going, yep, Gemma, you are on the same page as me. It's, yeah. If you stitch that way, and this is for me, if I stitch that way, it's no longer fun. It's no longer feels like a hobby. It starts to feel like a job. And no, when it feels like, when that's how it feels, that's, yeah, no, not gonna happen. And truth be told, there for the longest time, you were getting, not you as in collectively, the subscribers were getting maybe several videos a week, and I was always putting something up, and I really did back down a lot from that, and the reason is because it was feeling like a job. And I was feeling like I had to do this. I had to have X amount of videos a week, or I had to have a certain schedule. And when I start feeling those pressures, then it is time to say, back up a little bit, because I don't do this to have it feel like a job. I'm retired. And it was making me tired. That I kind of lost my place here. 3. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, but yeah. So when it becomes stressful, it's like that's time to reevaluate and say, is this worth it? Is this what I want to be doing? Do I want to add that stress? Because it was getting very stressful. And I don't know about you guys. I know about me. If things, including people, become too much stress, it's not nice to say, but I have, on several occasions, not many, but on several occasions, stopped associating with people because it's too much stress. Too much stress. I had a work friend that, when I first retired, we went out to lunch a few times. Now, this goes back, oh, a good 10 years ago. A good 10 years ago. And I stopped having lunch with her because everything was negative this, negative that, negative this, negative that. This is wrong and that's is wrong and ain't it awful and la la la. And it's like, you know what? I'm too old for that. I don't need that. Those days are done. And no, haven't had lunch with her since, because like I said, there comes a point in your life where you just want to remove those things or people that are too much work. I don't, life is, and this is all I'm going to say about it, but the world is stressful enough these days with all the things that are happening all over that I don't need or want all the negative in a day-to-day life. I don't need it. So that's why right here is my little world and all my little stitching friends to keep me focused on Fred. Well, it's speaking of, I've actually had people that I have asked to leave or have booted them from my groups because of the negativity or the being unkind. Because I do truly believe and want them to be, the groups to be, user friendly, learn from each other, have fun, but encourage people in their stitching. Maybe it doesn't meet your standard, but as long as it meets their standard, that's all that counts. Are they happy with what they stitched? Are they satisfied with what they stitched? That's really all that matters. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. As long as they are okay with it, that's what it is. And okay, every once in a while somebody might, but if there's someone who is consistently putting other people down or saying you're doing this wrong or you're doing that wrong or being unkind and hurtful, well, we don't have time for that. speaking of groups, I have dealt with it. Actually, I that's somebody else I removed in the, I think it was the diagonal group. There's somebody who was consistently posting to sell t-shirts. Now, they were stitching related t-shirts. However, one of the group rules is not to sell things in the group unless you have asked me and it is for something specific. But this was, all the time posting. Those were the only posts, were posts to sell these t-shirts. So that person did was actually removed from the group. But yeah, not supposed to sell. If someone wants to sell something and it's a one-time thing and they have talked to me about it, like they may very well be able to post, hey, I have this for sale. If you are interested, contact me. Send me a message. But no transactions and no links and all of that are to be posted in the group for selling items. So if that is something that this person was posting, like bunches of links to sell this t-shirt or that t-shirt. Granted, they were stitching related t-shirts, but that's all she was posting. She never posted anything else. So just a heads up. And the other heads up is, if you know people or if any of you are looking to get into either of my groups and you have been denied, you have probably been denied because you didn't answer the questions. If I see no answers to questions, it's an automatic nope. Automatic. So please, you must answer the questions. If you were denied and it was because you didn't answer the questions, ask to join again. Make sure you answer. Because if you don't, I can't determine, are you truly a stitcher, or are you a troll, or are you a scammer, or yeah. So I just ask that people answer the questions. I don't know, every once in a while you probably hear my phone make a little bit of a ding. I don't know what it is, but we'll find out later. I better soon mark off here. I'm going to get lost. That's the only thing with stitching this way. If I don't keep up with marking, yeah. I get confused. Yes, Rendon, I am so sorry about that. That's, yeah. Been there. As people have found out, they have reached out to us to let us know how sweet and wonderful. Oh, yes. That is a true testament to how she lived her dash. Yeah. That poem, oh my goodness. For those of you who have not read it or don't know what it is, look up the poem, The Dash. It made me cry. It did. Brought tears every time I read it. Oh, I did those too. Yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful poem. And it really, the whole gist of it is promoting kindness. You know, are you the person that's going to be remembered for all the good things? Or are you the person that's going to be remembered for being a cranky old lady? Yeah, yeah. So just read the poem. Kind of makes you look at things a little different. You know, and just think, if every person did one nice thing for someone, just one nice thing a day, would this world not be a better place? But right now, yeah, that's a conversation we're not going to have. But anyway. Oh, wow. I've been on here almost 2 hours already. Can you believe that? It has been that long. Let's look at how many stitches I did in this. Okay, this is going to be a red letter day, people. Get ready. Mark the calendar. Well, now I would have thought it would have been more than that. 195 stitches. Although, an hour and 40 minutes, that's about right. It's about 100 stitches an hour. That's pretty good. I've never stitched that many when alive. Never. No, usually I'm answering too many questions and chit-chatting and all that stuff. So this is a red letter day. What time is it? Oh, almost 1 o'clock. Well, I probably won't over the weekend. For those of you that are in the NeedleBug family, yes, I will be on Zoom tomorrow, starting at 1 o'clock. I don't know how long I will be on. Normally I do 1 to 4, but I don't know if I will be on that whole time. But the room is now available to people in that group 24/7. So you can go in the group and post, hey, I'm going on Zoom. Anybody want to join me? And use that at any time. I don't have to be there, and you can chat with your friends and have a grand old time. I still will do the every Sorry, I'm checking where I am again. Because did I not say I need to mark off as I go or I get lost? Yeah, you guys can chat together without me. I don't have to be there for you to do your thing. I think I just put a stitch in the wrong place. But I will still go on for definite every other. Oh, okay. I see what I did. Every other Saturday from, like I said, normally I was doing 1 to 4, but I may not do quite that much this Saturday, but it is open for anyone who wants to partake. And I kind of think I may do some more lives like today because it helps me to stay focused on getting Fred finished. And what the world did I do here? This is what happens when you get your tail caught. That sounds terrible. When you catch your tail in your stitching. And now you're going to try and unstitch it without making it worse. Oh, the horrors. Oh, I see what you did. You stitched over your tail. Oh, my. Yeah, I think I'm going to do more lives to while I work on Fred to get it done. To see if that it helps me to stay a little bit more focused and not want to get so sidetracked in everything else. Okay, all right, here you go. Because I really can get sidetracked very, very easily. I can sit down to work on Fred, but then, oh, I just got a message that so and so just put up a video, or oh, this is just on. Oh, well, I better check Facebook to see if I have any people that want to be admitted to the groups, or oh, maybe I want to knit a little bit. Yeah, it's a dilemma. It truly is. But oh, thank you. Brendan, thank you. Yes, every stitch is closer to a finish. Let's see, what are we up to percentage-wise? Oh, 84.16. I think it was just at 84. Oh, there's a new Heaven and Earth coming out today by Amy Stewart. That is the dog library. Oh my goodness. Her stitching shelves are absolutely gorgeous, but oh my. Ay. Talk about taking a long time to stitch. Talk about confetti. That they give whole new meaning to confetti hell. Whole new meaning. I'm gonna have to look it up though. There would. I'm more of a cat person, though. Speaking of, I have not had a cat. Oh, he's sitting on the dry sink sleeping. I was gonna say I have not had a cat come to visit me. That's a miracle. Usually, as soon as I sit here at the computer, he is in between me and the computer because I'm supposed to pay attention to him. But I think, folks, since we are now looking at 1 o'clock and I didn't eat any lunch and my tummy's getting a little rumbly in my tummy, I think I'm going to end this. But I do want to say thank you to all of you that have come to visit and helped me get 204 stitches on Fred in the last hour and 50 minutes. That is wonderful. Circle the day in red. And hopefully, like I said, it won't be over the weekend. I'll be on Zoom on tomorrow, because tomorrow is Saturday, right? Be on Zoom tomorrow. Sunday, I'm just gonna stitch. But next week, look for some more lives, because this seems to work out pretty well to keep me a little bit more focused. Celia, and there's a sale. Oh, there you go. There you go. Anyone who likes Amy Stewart or any other Heaven and Earth. So yeah, look for some more lives next week. Help me finish Fred. So with that, my friends, I think I am going to say sayonara for now. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. And for those of you that weren't here in the beginning, but those of you that were, thank you for your patience until I got this straightened out. So have a great rest of the day, and I will see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye for now.